How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all the 90 overall Tommy John debut, as well as Jackie Robinson and Billy Williams making their debut. So I'm going to start this video off by going over the event. I recently uploaded a 12-1 run for this event. This is the pennant event, and I will be trying to get the 15 wins for the 4th voucher as well. I actually started this video off with Aaron Bummer on the mound. A little bit of a quick backstory about this card is I actually faced this dude in high school. Our high school team played against him in the state championship in 2011. He went to Sunrise Mountain High School, and we matched up against them in the finals, and we ended up beating them 13-7. I ended up closing the game out, and it was a really fun experience. But anyway, figured I would start that off. I was using that card in this event. I did indeed put a lefty in my bullpen, and that was him. So I figured I would include him in the video, as well as trying to wrap these last couple of wins up to secure the 4th voucher. If you do play this event, I would recommend it just because of the Sergio Romo relief pitcher that's included in it. But I will also have a couple games against the viewers that I played on my Twitch live stream, including those debuts that I was talking about towards the end of this video. That will be the majority of this video. Just wanted to include some highlights in this. I did go ahead and enter another event run. So far I'm 2-0, and this is for the 15th win right here. So I will just be forfeiting the run after this and just ending at 15 wins. So far I've only lost one game, and the game that I lost, it was a 1-0 L, and I had multiple chances to win that game. I just wasn't able to clutch up and hit the baseball. But in this one, I did go ahead and hit a 2-run shot with Josh Donaldson. He quit out of the game right there. So we will get the 15th win and go ahead and hop into the viewer game highlights with those debuts. We'll be debuting 90 overall Tommy John, which is this event card. That's how I was able to unlock that dude. And then also we will have Billy Williams in the 6th hole, as well as Jackie Robinson leading it off, the 6-inning program boss. So I do have all 3 of the bosses for the 6-inning program. I'm ready for the 7th inning voucher and the program itself, but we still have about a week and a half to go for that, another 9 days or so. But Jackie Robinson in his debut at bat is grounding out to second base there. Hit the ball pretty hard. He does have some pretty good stats. I'm not sure if I'm going to start Jackie Robinson consistently in ranked seasons. I do really enjoy using Roberto Alomar. But anyway, I think that this card's definitely going to be effective. You can play him in left field, play him at third base as well. But to start this one off, I'm ripping a double with Rogers Hornsby. I thought that one was going to be caught out in right field, just out of the reach of the Signature Series Carlos Gonzalez. So that's big time hit right there. We do have the debut at bat with Billy Williams, and he's going to send one deep to left field. I wasn't sure if this one had the distance, but it does hit off the top of the wall there and go out for a 2-run shot in Billy Williams' debut. So not a bad card right there. Shout out to Healy6 for the moments on that one. And later in the game, I got kind of a lucky base hit here as the right fielder makes an error. Signature Series Cargo, a gold fielder out there in right. Line drive right at him. Sometimes those are the toughest balls to field in this game. But George Brett, one of the best third basemen, if not the best one in the game, makes an outstanding, incredible defensive play there. And he has been solid for me on defense for the most part. And also brings the bat to the plate. I had some clips with Josh Donaldson earlier on in this video, and I don't plan on using Donaldson. I like George Brett. He's going to be the go-to guy, and he's actually in the 8 hole as well with some of these lefties that I wanted to move up in the lineup, like Billy Williams and stuff like that. But to start this one off, we have an 0-2 count to Ichiro, and just as I say that about George Brett, I have no idea what he's doing. He decides that we need a new baseball on this game and just smacks that one towards the dugout. That was a fair ball, and it almost ended up a double for Ichiro because he just hit it near the dugout. Madison Bumgarner had to go pick that one up. But yeah, I don't really know what causes that to happen. That's one of the first times I've seen that happen in this game. But anyway, Jackie Robinson making his 2nd at-bat. These are quick 3-inning games, so I was just trying to get as many at-bats with these guys as possible, as well as try and get Tommy John on the mound, because sometimes when you're playing with a new pitcher, it takes a few tries to get him selected to the mound. And like, for example, Bob Gibson took me 2 weeks to get him selected. I didn't really play a lot of ranked seasons games during that time, but throughout the games of ranked that I did play, I did not get him selected. So it took me a while. I had to try and get him in ranked seasons. Sometimes friendly games are the way to go. And that's what I was trying in this video there. Billy Williams gets a bloop single to left field. That's really not a good hit, but you do see that happen with guys with high vision, high contact. Billy Williams has both of those attributes for both sides of the plate, facing a lefty as well, so that's good to get a nice couple of at-bats there against the lefty and righties both. So, but once again, another slow roller to George Brett, and he does the same exact thing, except this time it was a foul ball, so that's nice. I don't really know what's causing him to do that, but he actually did that twice in this game. I'm literally just trying to pick up the ball and throw it to first base. I'm preloading the throw with the button accuracy meter and trying to throw it to circle. So I don't really know what's going on, but at least George Brett is bringing the stick to the plate. I mean, he can definitely hit. That's why I have him at third base as well. I don't have him there because he's the best defender in the game, although he does play really good defense. Sometimes he just does those dumb animation plays. I don't really know. It's only happened a few times, but most of the time it is indeed a foul ball. But after seeing that one time where it's fair, I just never know. But we do have Griffey up, and I'm going to square that one up, hit a nice hard ground ball to second base there to end the inning. I did have multiple chances to score in that one. I did have a nice at-bat with Jackie Robinson as well. Squared it up, but did not get another base hit with him. But he is able to make the play. I haven't really had too many defensive chances with either Jackie Robinson or Billy Williams out in left field. But to end this game, we get to strike him out, throw him out. I know that the opponent was being aggressive there and probably didn't want to do that, but at the same time, he's trying to get the tying run to third base with one out and Willie Mays up at the plate. But in this next one, we will have Tommy John on the mound, so this is nice. We're also going up against Call Me Granddad, who's a YouTuber as well as a longtime supporter of the channel, and we will be using that Tommy John against him. He's gone 12-0, so he's a great player. I'm trying to see what this Tommy John is all about. He does not have the best K per 9 attribute, so he is more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher, but I guess it's really hard to strike people out in this year's game anyway. He does only have a K per 9 in around the low 70s, though, so that will be something that I'm going to keep in mind while using him. I expect him to get rocked, but at the same time, I will only really use this card on Legend difficulty. On this one, we're playing on Hall of Fame. I wanted to test him out on either All-Star or Hall of Fame. That's probably the way to test out a pitcher, just because I want to see how effective they are on some more of the general difficulties of the game. And then, of course, pitching is a little bit different on Legend. You do want guys that have a little bit more control. You don't necessarily need the pitchers with the best hits and Ks per 9 on Legend, just from my experience, but it does help as well. So it just depends on what you're trying to use. That pitch right there, I was trying to throw a cutter on the outside corner and have it be a backdoor cutter, but it did catch too much of the plate. I'm surprised that Call Me Granddad did not hit that one out. He also said that this was his first game of the day, so sometimes that can happen too, where you're not always locked in right as soon as you play the game. But he was hitting the ball hard as well. Tommy John definitely throwing effective pitches right around the strike zone. Billy Williams in his third or fourth at-bat, facing another lefty and Billy Wagner. Grounded that one out. I was trying to hit that for a line drive into the gap, but unfortunately hit it right to the second baseman, got on top of it a little bit. The next batter, Mike Piazza, flies out to the warning track. I figured since I do have Tommy John on the mound and this is his debut for the 3-inning game, I'll try and leave him out for a second inning, as well as face one of the best hitting guys against the left-handed pitcher in Frank Thomas. So if I could pick one thing about Tommy John that I actually like about this card is that he has really high home runs per 9, so that will certainly help. I also know that during friendly games there might be some wind as well, so depending on how well the ball is carrying, along with that attribute, that might come into effect. I mean, right there Frank Thomas squared that cutter up in the zone, but hits a ground ball, so that's nice right there. He might have got a little bit on top of that. The thing about Tommy John that kind of stuck out to me as well is that he has multiple curveballs. He reminds me of a left-handed version of Burt Blyleven a little bit. Kind of has similar pitches, but I wasn't able to leave him out there for the 3rd inning. I didn't want to end up losing this game on a walk-off home run or something in the 3rd inning here. But we are the away team playing at Ship It as well. We're going to play the extra inning, the 4th inning. For viewer games, when I do this during my live stream, I do play 3-inning games, and then if we go into extras, we'll play 1 extra inning. And if it's still tied after 4, then we'll go ahead and call it a friendly quit just to keep the stream moving along, try and get as many people available to play in these viewer games. I try and give back to you guys as much as possible. I have also been playing some viewer games off stream against people that have been supporting me, people that have been commenting as well, and just people that are always consistently in the stream. So I did want to mention that. So that's how I've been creating some of these debut videos, as well as just any types of gameplay videos sometimes, depending on, and I'll always mention it during the game that it's a friendly or a viewer game. But anyway, Mike Piazza is clutching up after he intentionally walked Billy Williams, didn't want any part of him in his final at-bat or towards the end of this video. But we do have George Brett up at the plate, and he's going to cash in Billy Williams from third base at least. That's going to be a sac fly. I thought it had a chance to be a 3-run homer. I felt like I squared that one up pretty well, but did not get rewarded. And we're going to go ahead and play Fear the Storm in this final game. We will have Kershaw on the mound, so we only get Tommy John one time in this gameplay. I will try and use him in a game of ranked seasons, but I just recently unlocked him, so I wanted to try and get as much gameplay as possible with him, and I felt like doing multiple 3-inning games might be the best way to test him out against a variety of opponents. Unfortunately, he only got selected that one time, but we do have a couple other debuts as well, as Griffey's going to smack that one into the gap off of Kershaw. Thought that Willie Mays might have a chance to make that play. And Fear the Storm's also a really good player. We went up against a few good opponents in these viewer games, and that's the thing about viewer games is generally every time I play them, I'm going up against a lot of great players. I mean, everybody that watches streams on Twitch, all the people that support my stream as well as other people's streams are all really good at the game. And sometimes I play new people that maybe just recently picked up the game. They don't have necessarily as good of a team. But in this video, everybody was a great player, and everybody... some people were new as well, but everybody had a great team. Everybody was a great player and made it really difficult to play some of these games. I think it's a lot of fun to interact with the viewers while you play with them, and I just try and mix it up that way. So Billy Williams is hitting one lefty in his debut. I think that card definitely had a better performance than Jackie Robinson so far. I was only able to get a couple base knocks with Jackie Robinson. Didn't really tap into his power thus far, but Billy Williams was able to hit a couple extra base hits and, you know, a couple home runs there, drive in some runs, and he definitely has a really nice swing in the game. But Fear the Storm's definitely not going down without a fight in this one. He does score a run and was able to get a couple guys in scoring position there, have a chance to tie up the game, and I was able to get out of the inning. But we do have an opportunity with Jackie there, and I popped up to right field. I had Pablo Sanchez on first base in 99 speed and the creative player. But we are 3 outs away from sealing this one out, and Tony Gwynn's able to knock a base hit there the other way. A little bit of a late hit, but at the same time, I missed location. It was Goose Gossage's worst pitch, and he does bloop it over there for a single. Luckily, we are able to get out of the inning without letting him tie up the game and forcing it into extras. But thank you guys for watching this debut video. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.